Now, one point I would like to discuss with you, especially in the summer when we're fasting 16, 17, 18 hours, some areas farther north, maybe 19, 20 hours, according to those maraja who believe you have to fast, all that time. Doctors in our era are fighting this idea of fasting, 16, 17, 18 hours. And their argument is that dehydrates you. It puts excessive burden on your kidneys, and even though you feel healthy, but it's taking a toll on your body. So they are discouraging Muslims from fasting long hours like that. I have a comment to make. I'm not a doctor, so don't take this as a medical advice. But based on what I've heard from some professionals and some of my own research, one thing these doctors, especially non-Muslim doctors, one thing they're not factoring in is the fact that you're not eating also for 18, 19 hours. See, if you're eating for 18, 19 hours, meaning you're eating normal meals, it's poisonous for you not to drink water for 18, 19 hours. You're damaging your kidney, you're damaging your digestive system. But when there's absolutely no food entering your stomach for 18 hours, do you really need all that water to hydrate yourself such that if you don't, you're harming yourself, or no? There isn't that much burden on your kidney and digestive system because you're not eating. In fact, when you eat less, you need less hydration. Because when you eat, you put minerals into your body, you put salt, you put potassium, you put all these minerals, and this burdens the body, so you need the water to flush that out. But if you're not putting anything in your system, do you really need that much water? You don't. Remember, I don't say this as a medical expert, but this is something I believe they don't take into consideration. So don't be so concerned unless you're under the sun and you're sweating. If you're not in that condition, and I know a lot of people, like these days in the month of Ramadan, the idea that I'm not hydrating myself for 18 hours scares them. And after a few hours, they feel really concerned. What should I do? I'm not hydrated. What's happening to my kidney? What's happening inside? Relax, you're not eating. When you didn't eat anything, it's not harmful not to drink. Yes, those doctors who are telling you it's detrimental to your health to go 18 hours without water, they're assuming that you're eating. A normal person who's eating and they're not drinking. But have they actually done research on someone who's not eating for 18 hours and then for them not to drink, what's happening? They don't have that much research to back up their concerns and claims. So keep that in mind. And always, if your doctor says something, bring up this argument. So what do you have to say about this argument here? Anything you've heard or you've researched or?
Yeah,
yes.
Sayed, a lot of medical professionals now recommend fasting because they're saying fasting.
They recommend fasting, but they don't accept fasting from water, generally speaking.
No, fasting.
Even from water?
Yeah. Fasting.
For at least 16 hours.
Fasting completely at least twice
Really?
a week.
Non-Muslims?
Non-Muslims, doctors, professionals.
Interesting.
At least twice a week. And there is a doctor who says that I don't get sick because I fast 3 times a week for the past 30, 35 years.
Without water?
Without water. He's Canadian.
Interesting.
And
so there's actually then evidence for this, yeah.
So what happens is basically your body gets rid of all the old cells, and you get
it regenerates new cells.